Hello and welcome to episode number 102 of Week in Review. My name is Sean, and on this week's show, we're talking about Uncut Gems. We're going to have a little breakfast. I'll tell you about the streams happening over on twitch.tv/JonosaurusRex, and I'll go over a couple of new content changes that are happening in 2020. This week's movie is Uncut Gems, and Uncut Gems is absolutely fantastic. I really loved it. It's a Adam Sandler-led drama, like crime drama, which is not something that I thought I would say. And as a person who really likes Adam Sandler not doing comedy, like I really like Punch Drunk Love a lot. This is a welcome change of pace, and I've been excited about this movie for a long time. I keep seeing trailers for it. I'm like, God, I just wanted to be here, and it took forever for the movie to get here because it was like coming out on the 10th or the 13th or whatever the heck it was in December, and then later in theaters everywhere, but it didn't seem like the date was all that set. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, we're just going to put this in wide release on Christmas. So I was finally able to catch this movie over the weekend, and I'm so happy that I went. I loved it so very much. The plot structure is pretty straightforward. We just follow Adam Sandler's main character as he tries to hold on to about 15 different plans that all have like 6 plates spinning on top of them, and they're all tethered together with one single wire that if one tiny thing goes wrong, the whole thing collapses. He seems to have a gambling problem. He's also incredibly selfish. He also owes money to a bunch of people all over town who are all trying to get his attention, and he basically just keeps trying to broker these deals to be like, okay, I'll get you the money on Friday, but then Friday comes around and he doesn't have the money. There's a point where he gets this item that he's been looking for, and Kevin Garnett comes into the store. That's right, Kevin Garnett is in this movie, which I actually thought I was wrong when I was like flipping through like the film info months ago. I was like, oh, this Adam Sandler Uncut Gems, I've heard good things about it. Cool, whatever. And I was like, Kevin, not that. Is there a different guy named Kevin Garnett, like, that I don't know about? There's no way it's Kevin Garnett. Like, basketball superstar Kevin Garnett is in this gangster crime drama film. No, he's in there, and he's very good. And that's one of my minor critiques about this movie is like, I wish he was in more of it. Where I was like, man, I just really like Kevin Garnett. I just wanted more of him on screen. I'm losing track of where I was in the structure of the plot. Basically, Kevin Garnett kind of just comes in at the right time to Adam Sandler's character's shop. It's the same day that he's gotten this really cool item that he's been chasing after for like 18 months. I forget exactly what the time. I think 18 months is the time frame. It doesn't matter. He's got this cool item. He shows it to Kevin. Kevin has this like feeling with it, and Adam Sandler sees an opportunity to make big sports bets and really like make a lot of money off of this idea that like Kevin has this thing that is helping him succeed in the Eastern playoffs at the time. So that kind of leads him that selfishness, which really fuels his entire character. His selfishness pushes him to take bigger and bigger gambles, to make weirder and weirder bets that are so he makes like at one point he makes like a 6-way parlay bet, which I'm not terribly familiar with sports betting, but it all hinges on Kevin Garnett like winning the opening tip, which is insane. Like, you're taking this exorbitant amount of money and you're like, I want it on this 6-way thing. I want Kevin Garnett on rebounds, I want him on points, I want him on halftime, I want him on the opening tip. That's absurd to me, but it really shows like just how much how selfish he is, but B, how much he really does believe in Kevin Garnett. He's a huge fan, and that's kind of the basic idea of it. Is we watch him try to balance all of this stuff, like I mentioned, all the plates spinning on all the one wire, and if anything goes wrong, it all comes crashing down. We watch him just try and hold on for as long as possible so that he can hopefully get one thing to bend correctly in his way, and then theoretically all of his problems will just go by the wayside. This is an incredibly engaging and engrossing movie. I really loved it. I think it does two really interesting things. One, it does a great job at making all of the side characters interesting and matter. That's incredibly rare in a movie. It just seems like a lot of times, like, I could go to a movie and I'm like, wow, the lead characters were really great, but like the side characters kind of fell flat, or they only feel like they're there for specific reasons. This movie feels so well rounded in that regard that it makes it more interesting and better to watch. The other thing that it does that is really interesting is there are a number of sequences in this movie that end in the possibility or have the conclusion be a level of violence from one character towards another character. These aren't the most intense scenes in the movie. The two most intense scenes of the movie are like the quietest scenes in the movie at all. There's one that's like an auction, and then there's something else that happens later where it's just you're sitting there with bated breath going like, I don't know what's going to happen. If this doesn't go right, where does this character go? How does this work? Like, what's going to happen now? Like, that just shows how well all of this stuff is put together in a way that I'm sitting there with bated breath watching someone do an auction, a silent auction, where you're like, oh man, the movie is just tremendous on all the levels. The only other like minor criticism I would have would be, aside from the Kevin Garnett thing that I mentioned earlier, would be the movie starts in a really weird spot, and it's not even like a criticism as much as it is like a thing that I noticed from a film perspective, and then my own personal anecdote. It starts in such a weird way, and in such an unexpected way. And like, granted, at the end, it all makes sense, but it definitely threw me for a loop. And this is where the personal anecdote part of it comes in. The AMC theater that I usually go to, it has the theater number, and then like a monitor that shows the title of the movie, the show time. It has a poster on the left side. Those haven't been working for several months now. I don't know what the problem is because I don't work there. You would think that I do because I'm down there so much, but I don't actually work there. Those haven't worked for a while. It is incredible the height at which my anxiety goes like, did I walk into the wrong theater? Because I've walked into like 3 or 4 movies, and this movie included, where I'm sitting there and I'm like, I hope I'm in the right theater. Oh boy, this seat was empty. This is the same seat I was supposed to have. The numbers match up. I know what the number 16 looks like. I listen to the ticket taker down at the ticket booth say, hey, you're in theater 16. That's going to be upstairs. Concessions are only open on this floor. I'm aware of that. I understand all of this. I can match numbers in my eyes. I can look at them and go, that's a 16. That's a 16. This is seat D6. This is seat D6. It all is great. But this movie starts in such a bizarre way that I was convinced I walked into the wrong theater. I was like, I am not where I am supposed to be. This is not how I expected this to start. And it wasn't until the like Uncut Gems like title screen popped on the screen that I was like, okay, we can relax. We're good. We're fine. We're good. I'm in the right theater. It's cool. You in the right theater? We're good. I wouldn't talk to anybody during the movie. I'm just saying. It was very relaxing. But the movie's absolutely fantastic. I loved all of it. I'm so glad. Sometimes I get a little hesitant when I get really amped up for a movie because I worry that it's going to be a letdown. This movie was exactly what I thought it would be and a little bit more. Adam Sandler's lead performance is absolutely tremendous. I loved all the supporting characters and their performances. It's a fantastic movie that I thoroughly enjoyed, and it's definitely one of the best movies of the year, which is something that I've been saying a lot. And if you're watching the show and you're kind of just a cursory, like, I'm watching the show and I kind of just watch movies every once in a while, everybody puts their like Academy bait at the end of the year. So a lot of the movies come out and it's like one of the best of the year, one of the best of the year, and you're like, I've seen this for like 15 things. How is this one of the best of the year? This continues that streak because this is the 3rd movie in a row that I have absolutely qualified as one of the best of the year. But it's true. It's true. It's great, and I loved it a lot. It's fantastic. So it turns out that searching the city for uncut gems and placing bad bets, in addition to drinking a lot on your live stream playing a Napoleon Dynamite video game, actually makes you quite hungry. Fortunately, over at Pop-Tarts, they're going to help us with that issue when we're not going to be hungry anymore, because they have given us both these, which are crisp apple regular Pop-Tarts. As you can see to my left, we've broken out the Donkey Kong mug with the spoon and the milk, which means that we're going to be trying some cereal, which in this case is Pop-Tarts strawberry cereal. So we have a couple of different items to try today. We are going to start with the regular Pop-Tarts, and I'm very excited about these because I actually quite like the flavor of apple. My main concern going into this is it going to have enough apple flavor? For as much as I like the flavor of apple, and I like it a lot, just to reiterate, say it again, it is a very light flavor, and it can be hard to get a good amount of it. Like, there's a Smucker's apple jelly that I really enjoy that still doesn't feel like it's apple-y enough. So we have these crisp apple Pop-Tarts. They're an exclusive flavor. I found them at Walmart in this absurd value pack of 16 toaster pastries. So pray for me that I enjoy these. All right, so here we go. We'll open them. They don't have any fancy package. They're just the regular Pop-Tart package. Oh man, they don't open very well. Please, sir. Package, thing. There we go. Okay. Oh, this opened so terribly. You might be thinking to yourself, Sean, are you still drunk from last night's stream? Maybe. Maybe I am. They're very plain, just a white frosting layer on top. Crack it open here. Get the inside, just a little apple jelly. Or apple filling. Ooh, smells good. We're off to a good start. Now, I think the key here is going to be that they went with crisp apple and not like apple cinnamon. Because I think maybe the cinnamon would overpower the apple and it would be hard to taste the actual apple in it. But going just straight apple could be good. I don't know why that broke my brain. It could be good. It could be tasty. It could be diabolical. Ooh, these are tart. Maybe sour is the better word. It has great apple flavor. I will say that. It's a very good apple flavor. But I think it's a little something. A little... I don't know. There's something about the way it tastes that makes me immediately think, like, I would eat these every once in a while, but I wouldn't eat them, like, every day. And if you're thinking to yourself, that's absurd, who eats Pop-Tarts every single day of their lives? Me. I do. So this probably wouldn't be like a top pick, but it is good and it has good apple flavor, and so that's really good. Very good. Delicious even. Diabolical, perchance. Apparently I have an itchy nose today. Not from cocaine. Yeah, these are good. I really like these. I just wouldn't eat them all the time. I would eat them every once in a while. But they're good. I like them. I think if you like apple and you like Pop-Tarts, these are a really good pickup. I just don't think that they will... you won't eat them as consistently as you would some others, so this one would like hang out in your cupboards a little longer. You'd be like, you know what, that sounds like a good little treat today. And then 3 weeks later, you'd be like, you know what sounds really good? Another crisp apple Pop-Tart. And then someone yells at you, you're like, you've gone through 6 other boxes of hot fudge sundae. I don't know what... Cookies and cream. That's the kind I eat. I don't know why I can't remember that. But let's say you don't like apple, or you prefer cereal, or you're still hungry after eating those apple Pop-Tarts. Well, fortunately, we have, which I've already shown off, but I'm doing it again like it's a big reveal, Pop-Tart cereal. So we broke out the DK mug. The DK mug, whenever you see that, you know we're talking about cereal. With cereal, probably a top 50 passion of mine. I don't know if I could fill out 49 other passions of mine, but that definitely would be in a top 50. I thought, I could say top 5, but that's absurd. Top 10 still sounds kind of weird. Top 50 seems right. I jumped from 10 to 50. But we have Pop-Tart cereal. Now, I want to point out something that it says on the back. Unleash... I'm going to get my reading vocals here. Unleash ridiculous levels of Pop-Tart's flavor with filling and frosting in every bite. So I'm curious to see how that tastes. I'll try a couple pieces dry, and then we'll try some in the milk, which is why I have that up here. Crack these open. Ooh, there's a lot of strawberry there. I took too big of a smell there. Let's try a more reasonable scent and taste. Okay, a good amount of strawberry. I like strawberry. I don't eat strawberry Pop-Tarts all that frequently. I don't know why. I just don't. Just living my life, I got all these other flavors to try. So here, you get this. It has frosting on both sides. I don't know how that shows on camera, but frosting on both sides, because they say, on the back, they say, key to happiness. Both sides of cereal are frosted. That doesn't make any sense. That's not a key to happiness. I don't like this already. I don't know if I like that texture change. Okay, so we're going to pour a very small amount. So we're going to pour a very small amount into this cup here, as long as I don't knock everything else over. And by very small amount, I mean like literally a spoonful. That's a very... I saw that what I was doing was a dumb idea, and I elected to change it. See what happens when you turn 30? Okay, so we have one Sean size spoonful here. It's about 5 pieces. We'll put that in. I don't know why I'm doing this like it's a baking show. Put one cup Pop-Tart, 6 cups milk for ultimate flavor profile. Put those off camera for no particular reason. I'm going to have to reach over there and get them again. Anyway, I see the problem. I made one good decision and then one slightly poor decision. Okay, I didn't put that much milk in. So we'll just we'll try these out real quick. Get all of them here in one bite. One bite, a little milk. Honestly, probably could have put a little more milk in there. No, I'm not liking this. Oh, God. Ugh. I really enjoy Pop-Tarts, but I really do not like this cereal. It's the texture change. I was going to say I'm not sure what it is. It's the texture change. I'm sure that the filling and the outer part are completely okay separately. I don't like them together at all. It's not what I want out of this. Oh man, I don't like it. I didn't like it dry. Putting it with the milk didn't help anything. Probably just made it worse. Pop-Tart cereal, not for me. If you're a Mad Lad, go for it. It's unfortunate because the only size I saw was this absurd family size box. See, I told you I was going to have to reach over for it. This absurd size family size box. This is servings per container, 11 servings per container. 17 ounces of delicious filling every bite. No, thank you. Nice try, Pop-Tarts, but no, thank you. I'm good. Usually this is the part in the show where I would tell you about this week's new releases, but much like last week when Christmas, this week is New Year's and there's nothing coming out anywhere that is relevant or important or interesting. So we'll go ahead and just skip right to the streams happening on twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex. And those are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to change the stream schedule. I was streaming on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I'm going to shift that around a little bit, and I'm going to do it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And that change in stream schedule factors into a larger change for the channel in general. So Monday stream, I'm going to be working through the Mario RPG series, specifically the Paper Mario RPGs. I'm starting with Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, currently playing that on the SNES Classic, and that'll be streamed on Monday and then posted the following Monday on YouTube. On Wednesday, it's a brand new show, and the Wednesday stuff's going to be interesting because it's going to be seasonal content-based stuff, where it'll be 12 weeks of something, and then it'll shift to something different for 7 weeks, and then it'll shift to something different for 6 weeks, and kind of alternate throughout the year. What I'm starting with this year is a new show that I'm calling Grab Bag. I have sent someone who knows me very well to a thrift store, and they have bought 12 games for me, and I will have a literal duffel bag of wrapped video games, and I'll draw them out and play them for a chunk of time and then post them. I'm going to record 2 episodes at a time over on twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex every Wednesday for the next 6 weeks, and they will be posted one at a time right here on YouTube. So if you want to just watch them when they come to YouTube, you can do that. But if you want to watch them live, you can do that over on twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex. Friday and Saturday streams are going to be kind of their typical random stuff, some new games, some old games, kind of just whatever normal sort of shenanigans you expect on the channel. But I'm really looking forward to these content changes. I'm very excited about Grab Bag, and I'm excited about some of the stuff that's coming on down the line a little bit later in the year on Wednesdays. And I'm really excited and really enjoying Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. I need to go find a copy of Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64, and right behind me over here, I don't know if people have noticed it, but it's there. I finally have an opened copy of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which is a game that is near and dear to my heart that I never beat when I was a kid. So I'm going to do it as a slightly older person and hopefully get through it this time. So those are the content changes and the streams to look forward to. Wednesday we have the debut of Grab Bag. Friday and Saturday will be something random. Friday will probably be threes mode in NHL 20. Saturday will be something random. And then Monday will be the continuation of Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. So be sure to check all of that stuff out. You can catch it on youtube.com, or you can head on over to twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex and you can watch it all live, unfold in front of your eyes, brand new for your viewing pleasure. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Week in Review. If you like the content, you can scroll on down and you can hit that subscribe button and you can ring the little bell and you can be informed when this dork puts up new videos. You can scroll on down a little bit more and you can leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of the Pop-Tart cereal or the crisp apple Pop-Tarts themselves, or you can tell me what you thought of Uncut Gems. Be sure to check out the streams on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and next Monday over on twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex, and be sure to check back right here every Tuesday for more Week in Review. We'll see you next week.